This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And so Sabrede Newton Latte aye crado. Yabeko Newton ho no wako board ne so. Na die ho biano ade amaye enne anopay. Newton wa crado a sen na esi eko.
Oh hineba. Nana si Jonathan Sowa ewo hefa.
Ona si Jonathan Sowa. Ewo.
Se o tetakwa.
Jonathan Sowa takwa.
Ena mdere ko Canada no.
Na ko Canada no.
We don't want to divide na sepa. On that note, now you didn't come out, you discussed it previously on House of Folk. Now, this time you can't Kumase Asante Kotoko. Usually, I am say, or any person who team being full strength or the Esina kind as a team one. Osha Kwaya first consider goals. A Kwaya also so fast to share opposition teams on Mushia. But for Kotoko, so I can't formation like a 4-1, 3-2, said Ghazali at some points now, or having, Richard Bodu Agada, sometimes 4-2-3-1 with Zeze in the hole behind a striker in Mukwala. Kotoko goal scoring ain't your problem, crowd. They have some 42 goals. What kind of best 3 attacks last season? And now Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Ekaho, Mediaba had 44. Of course, Subenya became on 42. Now when you Kumasi Asante Kotoko so on 42. Apart from Mukwala, about 26% goal contribution Onyama Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Other players to say Rocky Dramana having a bullet here against Tamale City. On also Eshe goals in the Ubenya Obi to say Safutela at some point. On also Eshe goals in the draw na George Infege and the form now on in Bella partner now Onya Edisha goals no. But Bakubidi Onya other members of the squad etiminya goals will be to say Enoch Morrison. All these guys, etiminya goals editia other opponents Kotoko no be. So in a summation, Kotoko in the final third, no more struggle. They brought a lot of joy to the fans and the elation and what stands in more. It means in the final third, Kotoko ni problem be play. But all share the key major department on the field and Kotoko a problem. It be a method no. Almost a lot of players but put them together. Now unya consistency. So a told be abenya Sharif Agadas no nya ba kwa ka ho. A told be abenya Justice Blaine no co defense no akwa boa. A told be abenya Rocky Dramana Shadrack Amono these guys ni nyina no mutimi ba finfin ba beboa. The major problem Kotoko FAC here our season atwam no how na mo be very dominant omo area ha say. Ameka area had the Ameka defensive zone how Kotoko betimi a hold the grip against certain opponents attack Kotoko. There is no single time Kotoko back field no so or bet try say or head or defend it or sit deep as a defensive side. They always try to attack every single team there. The essence of a traditional powerhouse and they say or show the strength. But Kotoko our area had there or struggle power about defensive work in one. They don't show a lot of presence. Either say two central defenders or laterals, whichever area lies the weakness. The attorney say central defense issues or sometimes they win the first ball, but who to clear out the second ball issue. Now to tell you what, this is the zone 13. This is the zone 14. This area is a zone 15. Now the most sensitive area on the field is the zone 14. But be a referee, Ojinano, I had the most major, the most sensitive parts of the field. F4 area. I had a number 10 elbow. I have a number 6 elbow. So it means all the time. 6, and then number 10 so okay, Casemiro and Messi. How many times are trying not to form? Because 6 protecting the defense, not 10 a leading attack, behind the striker, the Omaba. So about that zone 14, I can let you up, so when you're dominant, when you control, I mean this area, so when you control area, you're not a mouse struggle power. Now every single floated ball into Kotoko area, first, second, third ball, Kotoko struggle say on the club on the floor. What it means, they say they need a very proactive central midfielder or a defensive midfielder or anchor the back line. Bobby about drop it after her piano, bet me I deal with 3. They also need central defenders and your height, but more dominant or more our presence. And that is a zone I make one. Other teams have been scoring a lot of goals against Kotoko. Count how many red jerseys there were. But who is proactive here? Who senses danger? A basketball not dropping her. And other teams have been, bulleting from this angle. A B and a Tamale City. from long throw, from floated balls, from high balls. Kotoko consider what area has a lot often. Apart from that, so who analyze this situation? Amadika can want to say it's not about height. Say can height they are about height. You say Mubarak height. You say Sharif Moalasan. They all have good height, but to show presence in the air should really be defined by two things. One, timing and space, and not amount of vision. Timing and movie zone, and your ability to even understand the most dangerous pace. And you might be doing a better with mental speed. Or the work field and so. So one, Kotoko really need a defensive midfielder where you're very, very quick or try say or better nullified threat to be a neighbor say. Now to put that away, Kotoko la trust in there. I mean, say only technical person crown. Yeah, no one is a problem. Kakra ewo. And 10 2 and 3 area opponent be irrespective of the quality. Say or what lower bottom. To say so what mid table to say Legon City more, so what top table to say they not be chemu there that top or be an Kotokushia or try say or bet out maneuver the way from the lateral. So guessing in Japan area or Sharif Mohammed area or the other side at John Tedeku area or these are the areas every opponent a try say or be attacking you. So before na born the zone analyze the pattern with which Kotoko do cede chances to the opposition. Every time they try to build out through the zone. Number 2 and 3 hold about. Now what it means they say Augustine Japan coach and we saw the performance at some point to be replacing Augustine Randolph. But back in the red famous jersey, now Augustine Japan or show some level of jittery on hope on show confidence here. This is Kajabin Jr. Occupy ball at the feet from Baby Ametron left back or it's been happening. So Osha has said the right back was out of sorts, and what it means they say this is Apau Andres or no facing Derek Forjo. I mean Apau against Derek Forjo, the most skillful player who hit 3 or league in one against Apau. It was as easy as that. Apau had to brought the guy down because right back in the Honor, they've been creating issues for the system. But be a 2-1 and even sometimes Obi Crow you don't have the block a best stop a ball no the other. So 2 and 3 on the space nobody blocks that and ball number do now watch it. This is Enoch Morrison in the position but you are in a good chilling in actual saw about on your blockable but watch it very carefully and situation where Uber there's been a body, but as to some body never serve block and see now what number dream fifi you don't have anybody here or you're so active or clear ball so all combine it means defense and general and I say about electric Kotoko down. This is another situation. But when you're in Morrison, where Sharif Mohammed now okay post match. Manager Eka said, Okachi Sharif said, man, come here. Now, what it means, left running Yajuma, central defense and also Yajuma. But how many defenders centrally and Kumasi Asante Kotoko? They have a lot of them. But Madika Kacho said, to show your presence aerially and your height in the keke. Camping the Costa won't be in Kosoro, Kojamo Kokwan Kosoro. But these are two guys a aerial ability or me very, very good. They have the good jump. When you Kojamo Akwan, when you Pem da Costa. So it's always been that. The teams do recycle possession. But they know that is the weakness. Now another situation is there a block, nobody blocks that, and a confusion also no problem about. So said Dan lad or a certain Frederick Asari while reacting long ball but only Obia won't deal with the situation with that element of a central defender. So believe in a striker. We don't see that. So teams I'm gonna recycle play 1 or 2 quickly. Now to tell you this statistically, Kotoko about 3 games first half 0, which showed promise in the second half. Game 1 against Hasselhoff Karela, and of course this game at Golden City Park against Bekum Chelsea. First half 0-0, second half they lost the game. Against Karela, first half 0-0, second half they lost the game. Against Hasselhoff, first half 0-0, second half they lost the game. It's always been the laterals who blocks the ball. Now I'm blocking who really wins the ball in the first duel. It's always been like this. A goalkeeper and the BBA, not just a backline or I suppose So you can't hide there, they have it, but they don't have the aerial presence. It's always been happening like that. So Kotoko, yes. Manshia to Tonyama, 2-4 to Tonyama, you're trying and Yama back up, but until so, Hennebeck is a fancy no fear, or Munshani may go through our mutimum. na say omo ete signing bi omo te room obi ya omo do mani ebu say area bay e dey hia say ye be augment ye be say so repair. That is the supremacy omo hia with defense. Against Dreams, you saw that from Aholu Avochevu. This guy is a Beninois. Against Accra's folk, you saw that from Caleb. Say a set piece, lateral and your issue. Born drew area. There's always somebody at the end of the cross. And your red jersey. It's always been like this. And this is the kind of visual picture. Draw at the actual team and say during the just ended season, these were the problems. Now a team. Now I've always been telling you, say, we are very, very much secure. The anchor to the defense, and then you can DM, find somebody who proactive. The midfielders are there, but somebody to protect the back line. In that central defensive zone, Kotoko should have somebody or be bully to say Joseph Henrich days, born I'm sorry, I only say Kotoko register in bepem, but you tell when is every time goalkeeper has 7 first half ball, you want somebody to react, but you have them. This is more or less very good height, physique, Mubarak Yusuf, very good height, or not so our physique, versus Maxwell Ajuman. Very, very good physical wise or height. And then, of course, Emmanuel Apau, Andres Apau. These are all good players, but they don't show the real strength aerially. I want a next Ababe Shemwa, or dominate Soro, a Diama or Tuprimua, Untimi Emma Room, Emma Nyasa. If Kotoko Timi Nima or market, and then don't forget the laterals, a Hosusu Eliki Kakra, Unya na a Ponisia. Be systematically 6 say 2 no record there 6 betting action echi e man. Other than that, say 6 in the off now right back in the car. There are 2 holes. The zone 14, the zone 16 and 15 are always empty, and that majority of the chances are teams national. A free bar for now. Kotoko there yebesia. There are other 16 teams in the league. I be you am komo kakra. Oneba omeni ani a chire fama na Jonathan so
okay. Jonathan Soa, Yefesia.
Otakwa.
When you tilate and I'm not telling cowboys.